What advice do you have for any guy who's starting to see things go in a way that he doesn't really like, but he is actually kind of broke? And it's just like, I got to do something for me and my family.
Yeah.
What do I do?
Well, step one is trying to make more money. Literally, like money equals freedom. It really does. You know, and you don't realize this until you have money, how much freedom it can actually buy you. It's crazy. So obviously, try to find a way to make more money. That's not hard as you think. You just have to kind of do things that people aren't willing to do.
Yeah, you have to be uncomfortable.
Yeah, there's a lot of millionaires who do like waste disposal, porta potty disposal, like sanitary napkin disposal, like
plumbing
stuff, like jobs that no one wants to do, pay well. Like, so stop. Everyone wants to be a freaking TikTok influencer or a YouTube star, all of that crap. And that's just ironic, me having a YouTube channel saying that. But like, I never wanted to be like a YouTuber. I use it as a funnel to literally help men improve their sex life. So it's like, okay, that's the means to the end, I guess. But step one, if you want to make a bit more money, learn valuable skills that people are willing to pay you money for, aka saving. How can you save somebody else time and money or solve problems for other people? That's what people pay money for, to have their problems solved.
And if you want to make a lot of money quick, solve problems for rich people.
Bingo, yeah.
So like copywriting is an amazing thing that like you can learn relatively easy. And in order to become rich, you used to have to go bang on doors.
Yeah.
Now you just have to send emails.
I actually kind of disagree with the copywriting thing because I think copywriting is a super, like the barrier to entry is low. You're more likely to make money in an industry where the barrier to entry is a bit higher and no one wants to do it.
Got it. So what do you, especially because we're talking about the whole digital thing, because like if you go into like plumbing or waste disposal, it's like you would have to get that job wherever you go. What would you recommend for a guy that wants to learn a skill that he could take with him somewhere?
Yeah, sales. Like there is fundamentally the best skill on the planet for making money is like sales and marketing. If you can make somebody else money, they'll pay you for it. If somebody came to me right now with a no-brainer offer, hey, I will run, anyone watch it, I will run all your like Google ads, Facebook ads, YouTube ads for you, and you won't pay for the ads. If somebody said this to me, I'll pay for all the advertising cost, and then we split the profit on the other end. That is a no-brainer deal, and I would take that up in an instant, right?
I just hired a guy who pitched that to me.
Right. So that's the idea. Like if you know how to make people money, you will never be out of a job, and you will always make money.
And sales will never not need to be a thing.
Yeah. Every company needs to grow and make more money. So, and especially, I see a lot of young guys who are helping YouTube brands and influencers grow themselves because they mastered the art of like a TikTok video edit or whatever. Like, I mean, I have guys on my team who do exactly that for me. Like, if you're a younger guy, these are skills you can pick up right now.
You can charge like $500 a TikTok for that.
Being ahead of the curve with that, like understanding, seeing what's happening, seeing the new trends on, social media sites and things, and AI is becoming really big now. And people, I think, early adopters of new technology like that will be the ones who really crush it and make more money. Yeah. And step two, surround yourself with other like-minded men. You've got to find other like-minded guys.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll be screwed.
I was loyal to my homies. Like I didn't want to admit that the people in my life were keeping me stuck. But then after I left a certain group of people and I started getting new people in my life, the difference was so enormous. And it can be so shitty to admit that your friends, while you love them, are holding you down and are not going to help you become the man that you want to be.
Yeah, they're not on the same journey as you.
Yeah.
And it's okay. It sucks, but you got to let them go. You really do. Like, it doesn't mean you don't love them. If any of my old friends reach out to me, I'm always going to talk to them. Sure. I'm always going to say hi. But it's just the reasons for us to hang around become less and less and less over the years, because
they're going to pull you in whatever direction they're going in if you spend enough time with them.
Or they're going to feel resentment for you if you're being successful. If you're making moves and being successful and they're not, they're going to feel resentment and they're going to try and stop you or drag you down in some way.
That's such an important thing, man, is having friends that aren't jealous of you and aren't envious of you. Like it's one thing to have people pull you in a positive direction, but like you said, because Jordan Peterson has this thing about like a good friend is someone that you can tell bad news to, but it's also someone you can tell good news to.
Right.
And I remember when I was finally starting to come up and starting to make more money than I ever had, I started to notice that like, okay, I probably shouldn't celebrate around certain people.
Yeah.
Because like he's not doing as good and he's going to start feeling bad. And then that same guy started stealing from me. And so I was like, okay, I got to cut you loose. But that's one of those things that is just cold and heartless.
Yeah.
Like you will become who you spend time with. And if they don't celebrate your wins with you, they will subtly try to sabotage them.
Absolutely.
And that is just the cold, hard facts of reality and something that as a man, you have to make peace with.
Yeah. And it's a good litmus test for like the kind of men you want to surround yourself with. If you go to them and you say, hey, yo, I just made like a bunch of money on this thing. If they're not ecstatic for you, start questioning it.
Exactly.
Really start questioning it. And generally, they're probably only going to be ecstatic for you if they're making moves themselves, like I said. So it's really, it's a real great filter